DMT, dimethyltryptamine, is the compound name. Bless, it's the compound name. It's found in all of it's in it. It's pretty much in every living thing. So you'll find it in grass, you'll find it in insects, you'll find it in animals, small and big, humans. Yeah, they pretty much, they reckon it's in the pituitary gland, right? First of all, they've said it's in the pituitary gland. That's the third eye, the center of the brain. They call it the third eye, sort of linked to the reptilian. Again, I'm not going to go into that. But you see a lot of these things in Egyptian hieroglyphics, and I mean, it seems a bit strange, because one of the things that happened on one of the experiences was all Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff, and reptilians as it goes. But the weird thing about it is, some say it's in the lungs, some say it's released when you're born, when you die, and when you sleep. I don't know how they would know that, but it is by far the strangest, most unbelievable thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Because once you do this and you go to 3 times I've done it, and I've been to different places each time. But if you do that and you go and get immersed in whatever this is, you leave your body, you're just a state of consciousness going through visual experiences where these like entities are communicating with you without actually talking to you, and it's just fucking so strange. It's so unhuman. It's just unhuman. And we only know everything we know as humans. But it just makes you question, like, what is after this? What comes after death? What was before life? And these places you go, everything just feels familiar. You just feel like you're going through somewhere where you've been before, and it's just so strange. It's such a strange feeling, and just, it's almost like it tries to show you things that you didn't even know you needed to work on to heal. DMT has been used, for who knows how long, in tribes, and a lot of these really religious places. There's a lot of links between like using DMT and some of the things that have been seen in religion and reported in the Bible and all these other religions. It's almost like they have like transcribed some like experiences through some of the stuff they've witnessed through doing DMT. Like they talk about the burning bush and things like that. I mean, it's a game changer. It's a game changer in the sense of you come back from it and you feel, you get an overwhelming sense of we're all one. Once we all came into this separately, like life is just an experience. This is just an experience. If anything, right, we are so confined and imprisoned in life that entering that state of like DMT, just you are everything and everything is you, and you come back from it you feel really relieved to come back, but you wish you could have stayed there a little bit longer. But then when you're back, you're just so relieved. You're like, fucking hell, like, because you genuinely think you died. You genuinely think like, oh my god, like I was fucking dead and I'm back. Like that, when you come round, that's how you feel, and you sort of get into grips a bit with like, you'll have a bit of visual, like, but the process is like 10 minutes and you're back and you're like, fuck, what the fuck. But just fucking crazy, and I find it mad how, because the shops, they're selling you all these things. Oh look, we got this new VR headset, you can put this on and immerse yourself in a fucking virtual reality world. I'm not being funny, this is like the fucking Ferrari Lamborghini of VR fucking headsets, because you have 3 talks on this fucking thing and you've fucking gone and it's more realistic than what this is. The visual effects of how high definition these things are that you go in, like your mind could not make and build what you were seeing. It can't. Like, it's so strange. And not just that, but not only could you visually not be able to create these things you're going through, because you're not just looking at it from the outside, you're going through as a state of consciousness, you're going through this experience, and everything is like changing. There's patterns, there's fucking symbols, right? And sometimes there's like sort of animal things in there, snakes or reptilians, but you're going through it, and everything is like gold. And you can see every little chamfered edge and the definition of it, and it's like this fucking thing is real. Like that's what you genuinely. It's like you could, if you had arms in it, you could reach out and run your hand across it and feel the definition of every scale on the snake, every scale, because that snake is just watching you. The snake is. It's just fucking looking at you, and it's almost like the snake is looking at you as if to say, "What are you doing here?" It's fucking weird. So fucking weird. It's a life-changing experience, because once you do that, you're not as afraid of death anymore. Which is a strange thing to say, because you don't really know what happens after you die. But I'm pretty sure that that's the most evidence I've ever seen to tell me that this is what comes after life. And the reason I say that, because it sounds like a fucking bold statement to make, that does. The reason I say that is because that's the first time I've ever been disconnected from my body but completely conscious, if that makes any sense. This isn't a dream, this is something more. When you dream, your body is asleep, but whereas when you do this, you were awake and you zapped out. Yeah, it's now obviously, like anything, they've said that DMT is going to be used to treat post-traumatic stress, depression, anxiety. They're talking about microdosing it now. It's been over a year, no, it's probably been about 2 years now with lockdown, since I first tried it. And it's not for everyone, you know. I've told a lot of people about it. It's not for everyone. Some people are like, there's no way I'd like that. I'm sort of one of them who's just like, I am curious about like what comes after life, what happened before, what's out there in space. I am curious, like, and if somebody's telling you, you know, look, you need to try this, it makes you fucking question everything, really. And I was like, fuck it, I've got to try it. If I can get my hands on this stuff, or go to somebody who can, and I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it, because it's not something you'd get addicted to at all. It's got no addictive tendencies. There's people out there who are really religious. It's so strange, right? Because you go to churches and stuff like that, and they drill into you, you know, don't you dare like take drugs and stuff like that, and you know, it's a sin and blah blah blah, right? It's almost like they're pushing you to like not have a religious experience. This is the closest thing to meeting God you'll ever do. And it's a bold statement, but I'm fucking telling you now, you try it and then you get back to me and let me know what you think. It's one of the closest things to you meet your fucking maker when you're there. And what you realize is, when I say you meet your maker, you don't meet, even though some people have said they've met like a female presence or some sort of interaction with a higher being. The thing you sort of take from it is, it's hard to explain, but if you combine everything together and just put it into a big mush, and inside that big mush of everything, that's where we are, just spinning around in the middle of it all. It's fucking weird, and it's forever changing. It's forever, and when we go from this place, we'll get sucked back into it and spat back out into another experience, not even fucking from you. You know, it's that strange. And you do genuinely question everything. You question, like, when you come back, you're like, is this fucking real? Is all of this here actually real? Or because the possibilities are endless once you've experienced that. Like, I would never have looked at things and said, like, oh yeah, no, before I would have said, like, when you're dead, you're dead. That's the end of it. It's the end of it. Once you're dead, you're dead. But after doing that, I don't think it is. We can only comment on everything from a perspective of human being, because that's all we are. That's all we've ever been. You know, you zoom in on like an ant on the floor. He, she, whatever, doesn't know for 1 second what it's like to be us. That's living in its world down there, experiencing everything as an ant, getting on with its ant jobs day to day. They can't comprehend what it's like. We know they exist. Do they know we exist? I don't know, but we can only understand stuff as humans, and I think by humans being sort of intelligent enough to sort of question and investigate and do tests and look through science and try and test things through science to try and make sense of, like, you know, we try to measure stuff in space and dark matter. It's way beyond our fucking intelligence. It just is. You know, scientists want to know, they like to say they know everything, but they constantly getting proven wrong later on. You know, there's things coming up about the pyramids with the ages of the pyramids, and you know, what we've been told in school is fucking probably wrong. But the scientists don't want to admit they're wrong, so they fight against it. We're just animals, right? Just because we're humans and we jump in a car and we like to go for a spin and we've invented all these things and we got big TVs, we're just fucking animals, just like the rest. Just like the rest of the animals living on this planet. We're nothing special. We like to think we're really advanced. We're clearly not that advanced, because we can't even fucking stop fighting between each other and different countries and wars, and, you know, humans we're just fucking animals at the end of the day. You've got to really sort of look into what is fucking real. What is real? What's important? You've got to ask yourself what's important. And the thing you really sort of bring back from it is understanding. You feel like you understand the things a bit better when, after you've done the experience, you come back and it's just like, fuck, yeah, I get it. Like, I get what, I get it. I can't explain it, but I do sort of get it. Love and working together, positive energy. You when I've come back from it, I just wanted to sort of surround myself with positive energy, positivity. Negativity in the past has brought me down, and that can affect your negative thinking and make you think in a negative way. So positive thinking is like, it's good. Positive thinking is good. Negative is bad. Keep yourself away from negative energy. Surround yourself with positive people. It only takes a bit of negativity and then everything just starts falling apart. So there's so much to take. There's so much you take away from it. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean you do DMT, you come back and everything is fucking great and you're like, oh my God, like I'm a messiah. It's not like that. Like DMT, there's so many different things that have been reported about it. Like, it's been used to treat people with addictions, you know, drug addictions, alcohol, gambling. They've done DMT, they've come back, and it's like it hits a reset button on all your bad habits, really. And when you come out of it, you change a bit. And it's down to you if you're going to be weak and go back to your bad ways. But once you come out of that, your mind is fucking set, boom, and you're just like, fuck, you feel like you've just been reborn. And you're talking about something that it's illegal. You're not. How dare you minions try to discover what's real or not? Like as far as I'm concerned, it's my fucking body, it's my fucking mind. I'll do what I fucking like. There's too much going on at the minute, to be honest with you, but we're going to talk about our experiences, really, about what actually happened on these DMT trips. And yeah, it is a mind-blowing experience. And if anybody who, like some people, I know some people would just be like, I could not handle that, and that's fair enough. It's fair enough, because it's not for everybody. And even though I wanted to do it, I was fucking worried doing it. I was like, fucking hell, like, what's gonna happen? And even on the second time, I was more worried the second time. And the third time, I was more worried again, because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're going to see, and you don't know what you're going to experience. And it's just fucking mad. It is mad. I've been wanting to talk about it for a while, and we're finally sort of going to get it done. We're going to get it done. So stay tuned, guys, because it's coming up.